Yeah, let's go. Yeah. We came a long way. That's what the song say. And I could do all things.
And we are underway in Buffalo. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And, partner, when you hear about a 6'5", 235, 240-pound quarterback, you don't often think of him being overlooked coming out of high school, do you? That's exactly what happened to Josh Allen. Overlooked, ended up going to a junior college, Reedley Community College out in California, before matriculating to the University of Wyoming, and the Cowboys were so glad to get him.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Early task plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Allen escaping the pressure right. Broken tackle. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Second and 11 now. And now they'll throw with Allen. He'll try and run it. First down and more for Allen. And finally brought down at the 30. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Rodgers on target there to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Even territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing quickly. That's caught by Brown out wide. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards and a first down completion. Here are these receivers. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Funches with a catch over the middle. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. First down, working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now they'll throw with Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Yeah,
moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, it's a long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish him off right now, because I think they'd love to give that big advantage early.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
How about this one? First round pick in 2017, the number 32 pick of the first round. No! That's got to do that a little bit.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Into the red zone, it's Brady. He He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on first and goal. And they sent that play backwards.
One back in the game. That's Jones. Second and goal. To throw is Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down now, Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there on the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So now 20 yards to go on second down. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen. That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got themselves so ready for play action, now's the time to take a shot. But you know, there was a big-time coaching statement.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the training route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll run on first down with Singletary. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They'll run here with Singletary. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like
from the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I know a coach told me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set them up 1st and goal. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's got 20. Here's 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Second down.
Pretty impressive.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Six yards on the punt with no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. The 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 76 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And that one makes it 14-7. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going with Moss on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Man, this is ridiculous, man.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And Beasley with it over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run here with Moss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the 1st down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They'll run on first down. Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To the air, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, Allen. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Allen. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Operating from the gun. Allen rolling. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away from the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a terrific first half from the mobile big man quarterback, Josh Allen. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
From the 31, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7.
It's third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On third down, here's Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Jackson now, operating from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson going to look to do it himself. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football, 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Singletary again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. From midfield, here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Allen, and that is incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On first down, Dobbins. Officially no gain on the play, and it's set down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to take off with it. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's second down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now Jackson on third down. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now a carry for Dobbins. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Steps away, and he's got some space here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Back now in Buffalo. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Here's Singletary. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd and 11. Allen off the play fake. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. And that will be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson on the move to his... And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jerry Hughes, his 2nd sack of the night. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And some space here. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go right back to Singletary. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Allen now looks to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. The Bills on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Now Allen again. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. .42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark, got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Now a run with Singletary. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Jackson out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Throwing now is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Steps away to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Now Jackson steps away, and he's going to keep it here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Jackson to throw. Sliding, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. One last shot for Jackson, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, I think it's easy to figure out why they went for 2 there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one. And with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't scrib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I won't make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it and take some time down.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.